What's up guys, Larco, and today I got a video on the top 5 best weapons after update 5.0.1 in Battlefield 2042. Now before we get into today's video, please do make sure you've hit subscribe if you haven't done so already. The first weapon I got here is the M16A3, which did have a buff. It's to sort of, I'll say it's a buff. It was supposed to improve the burst accuracy with this weapon. I didn't think it was too bad, but it was pretty inaccurate at times. Now I'm running the standard issue over the extender mag just because I find like there's a bit of a reload delay with the extender mag still. Like when you reload, it still doesn't display the numbers properly until the animation's finished, which is it's done me in a lot of times. That's just my play style. I prefer having standard shoot, and you do lose 5 handling as well. And then I run the STNR laser sight and the wrap suppressor or the Arkham tactical muzzle brake. Obviously the wrap suppressor when you're staying off the map. Yeah, it's got a pretty quick TTK, but you do have to sort of pull your mouse down a little. Like if I don't pull my mouse down, ready, straight up like that, and it's fairly easy to control. But then that's also when the Arkham tactical comes into play here, where it reduces the horizontal, it's more vertical, and it's much easier to just sort of beam your headshots. And if you're bursting like that, it's just nuts. Can use a 2x scope with this as well, but I don't know. Especially if you swap it to burst mode, it's pretty decent, but it's got a lot of recoil. I mean, at that point, you may as well just use the AC42, but I also do like using the 1.25 thermal as well. I was streaming recently. I think I recorded the gameplay of me using the M16. I can't remember. If I have, then I'll probably do a separate video on this weapon, but it's a nice weapon, and it's finally nice to see that they've fixed the weapon spread stuff with it a bit. I love the M16, I really do. So the next weapon we got here is the BSV-M, which is still one of the best weapons in the game. It's a marksman rifle, so obviously you're going to want to run an ammo pack with this, because otherwise you get next to no bullets. Down in the bottom right, it does say I've got infinite, but it's because I'm on no name aim trainers. Sorry, I said that wrong. No names aim trainer. But I run the K8 Hollow. The T4 thermal is rather 2.5, because this is super nice black and white for when you're going for range. High power extended or the close combat. BCG light grip seems to be my favorite to use at the minute. I'm in a shortened barrel. I would recommend just running like a large or like the factory suppressor as well, just in case you are going for the longer sort of snipes. You're not going to really notice it at these ranges either, but a long barrel does help massively with projectile velocity. It's just a bit quicker. So if you're going for them long shots, run it like that. Yeah, this weapon, like, I still can't believe they haven't nerfed it. Like, I'm not even hitting headshots here. 3-shot kill. And this did get a nerf originally as well. I think they increased like the initial recoil with the high power extended, but it's nuts because it's literally a 2-shot kill to the head. So you only need to hit him in the head once, and then the next bullet just hits him in the body or whatever, but it's just an absolute laser. And then the close combat rounds as well. It's super easy to control. That's me without holding down on my mouse, and then when you do hold down on your mouse like this, it's much easier. And then on controller, you do have a little bit of aim assist if it's working properly. I mean, you get less recoil on controller anyway. I think it's by an average. I don't know what the average is, but you do get less recoil. But yeah, the close combat rounds on this thing are nuts. But again, with the BSV-M, make sure you run an ammo pack because you will burn through ammo. Now, for number 3, I'm running the AK-24. Now, this is one of the weapons along with the AK and SFAR they got. I think it was like they increased the bullet dispersion by 9%. So it's essentially a big nerf, and everyone thought the AK was done for. However, I'm running the champion muzzle brake, but I have been given a Warhawk a go, so I'll equip that for now. That's been my sort of main. Fusion hollow, stand shoot extended because I prefer it over the drum, because it again reduces your handling by quite a bit, and 41 bullets in the mag's more than enough. And then the STNR laser sight. Again, if you're playing as McKay, running an LWG grip might be more beneficial for you because obviously his passive abilities with the strafe and faster speeds. The AK-24, like, yeah, I did record a video, I'm pretty sure. No, I didn't. I was live streaming, but I didn't record it at the time. And I had a great game with the AK-24. Like, it doesn't feel like it had been nerfed. I was actually shocked. You can see the bullet dispersion here. You can't really notice it that far away, but they have increased it. But this thing still, it's a monster. So if you hit these headshots as well, I'm missing mine there. It's a 3-shot kill. So this is like a 5-shot kill, I think. This range I'm at currently, but it's an amazing weapon. And then I do run the wrap suppressive when I'm suppressed behind the map as well. Behind enemy lines, sorry, not behind the map. You cannot be behind the map on this game. But it's such a nice weapon. I thought it was done for. But yeah, some people may prefer the champion muzzle brake. I do want to test the Archon as well, because this gun does have a lot of vertical recoil. So if you reduce that little bit of horizontal, it might even be more accurate. But yeah, great weapon this. And we also have the MP9 here, which I've been running close combat extended because I kind of prefer it over the drum. You do lose a little bit of handling with drum. I don't know, it's kind of weird. I just feel like I prefer the Sancho extended over the drum. And then the Fusion Hollow, K8 Hollow, or 1.25, whichever one takes your pick. MGL laser sight. And I swap between the 6KU because it gives you this nice looking suppressor, and if I'm suppressed I will definitely run the 6KU. I kind of prefer it over the wrapped on these sort of real close SMGs. And then I also use the Arkham tactical muzzle brake quite a bit as well because it does help with the horizontal recoil, so it's just pretty much straight vertical. You can even see it there on the line. But this thing again is nuts. It's massively underrated, the MP9, especially as well if you're going to come around and you're going to start like hip firing. It's nuts. It's massively underappreciated, the MP9. Champion muzzle brake as well. Some people might prefer it, but yeah, you do have a little bit of horizontal. It's preference. I prefer the Arkham tactical, but yeah, the champion muzzle just help with that vertical recoil. It might be better if you're on controller to use the champion muzzle brake. And then the K8 Hollow as well. Very nice looking sight. Lovely weapon, the MP9, especially the skin as well. You can see the bullet indicator that you've got in your mag, so you don't need to check it at bottom right. Now, number 5, I have the PBX. This weapon is nuts, and it's so underrated. Like, I'm running the champion muzzle brake, Fusion Hollow, close combat rounds, MGL laser sight. Now, a lot changes with my weapon setup for this. So this is my close range setup. Super quick rate of fire. And obviously, when you're running around like this, you can beam people with this as well with the longer ranges. So this is what I use for close combat. And then if I know I'm going close to medium but I don't have enough time to change ammo, I will then swap to the long barrel. Whoops, got a single shot. The long barrel here with close combat rounds does extremely well for range. It's nuts. Like you wouldn't even know that you're running close combat rounds. And then if I know I'm definitely going to stay in medium, maybe a little bit of long range, swap to the standard issue extended with the long barrel. It's even better. Like it's crazy. And I have noticed more people have started using the PBX, but I don't think enough people use it correctly. And the MGL helps massively as well with the hip fire here. While moving, it's nuts, this weapon, absolutely nuts. I've got to mention about the wrap suppressor as an absolute godsend on this weapon when you're behind enemy lines. Again, I wouldn't recommend running McKay because of weapon proficiency, as you get more ammo with assault rifles, so you have less ammo if you're running as McKay with the PBX, but the LWG grip as well would be great if you're running McKay. The K8 Hollow as well, I quite like with this weapon. This is wrap suppressor in close combat rounds, keep in mind. Ready? Like, you wouldn't think this is close combat. It's crazy. And there's some other weapons I could put in here as honorable mentions. I'm not going to mention your RM68 because it's still good. Everyone knows it is. Boring. But there are a lot of good weapons in this game in a minute. Damn it. A little bit of fun with the deagle there because I do love this weapon, but it's, I don't know, sometimes it's a bit iffy. But yeah, enjoy today's video. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe.